Welcome. This is Crime Queen. If you're joining us for the first time, this is the channel where we get excited about love. This is where we ignite that which dwells from within us, that which comes alive, makes us smile, makes us laugh. Hence, we say the Crimson Light is life. The Crimson Light is our journey to actualizing self-love. This is where we have fun with words and numbers. We are about fun because fun equals number five. Five equals Christ, and five also equals Eve. Five also equals that which the generations of Christ derive from, which is 14, which also equals 14, as when we do the numerical value for Eve, Mother Eve. Okay, and of course, it's not to take away anything from our father Adam over there, who's really just looking, Of course, it's nice to have his presence with us. Okay, but we have done the word just to support, be supportive of Adam. Of Adam is that when we do the word perfect, it equals 7. I'm sorry, it equals 10 and 37, which when we add 3 and 7 together equals 10. So, of course, it's not in the same numerical value as when we do Adam. It is in the numerical value, but not the same format of letters. So, but it's still perfect. There's still perfection. This is what we have been in a perfect, imperfect, perfect world, if you like. Okay, but I would like to continue with the number 6. Now, another thing, because we are talking about Christ and Christ also with the sacrifice. So I've just remembered the word wine in the um, Last Supper, of course, turning water into wine. Now that's interesting. Turning water, which is 22, to wine, which is 6. That's interesting. Okay. So it's getting the mathematical equation to get that going. 5, 9, 5. I love it when I see three fives. Okay, 5 and 5, 10, 19, 24. So we have seen how 24 has been uh, 24, 24 hours of the day. And of course, we have that 2. 2 has been showing us how 13 in all sacrifice template. In case you're new to this is the template we work on. So it's the sacrifice template of Jesus Christ having that sacrifice on our behalf, on the story that we have been taught or learned. And so we are now exploring the essence of that story and how its impact on our lives. And there are the numerical values here. So we are told when we are in Christ, we are a new creature. Of course, we have associated that creature as the fox, but really we are with the attribute of fox. Now, even nowadays, they have been, in fact, I have an article I've got to read upon the fox, because we've got the fox in the city, and it's no wonder Christ was talking about the city as well. I think there is, yes, where he said to Luke, or in chapter Luke, or in Luke of chapter 22, I think it is, and when you find a man in the city with the pitcher of water. So that was where we see all of those things were happening. So there we are. Now we have the fox. Of course, with the pitcher of water in this in the city. Okay, but basically we understand the gist of what is happening here. We also understand that we are fundamentally 6, because when we add these numerical values together, which we have divided in threes, because everything we see, like in Christ's teachings, or the number 369, is very, of course, it's very apparent and very profound and very pinnacle to our understanding of how the word sacrifice have impacted on our lives. Okay, but let's continue to explore word 6. Okay, number 6. So we see there is wine, and of course, Christ changed water into wine. Now, there was something else, because I'm now trying to look at Of course, wine. Why do we want to rush wine? There's no need to. We can't rush wine, not at all. Was it red wine? I think it would have been red wine. Let's look at red. That this is 459. So this is 9 and 9, 18. It had to be red wine. It had to be red wine. Of course, it had to be red wine. Hence he said, when you drink of this, it's my blood, or it's my blood, or the word blood, he would not have just looked at, I don't think. Although nowadays you go to the churches and you get that Chardonnay or whatever it is that you serve, and it's not really red. But of course we have come a long way, but I'm believing the initial teaching of this would have to have that correlation with the color red. So there we had wine of 6, 6, meaning the wine, and the color 6 and 5, it was 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So there we are, something that would resonate with exactly who we are, something we can understand, we can apply to our makeup and understand that we are red wine, we are number 6. We are number 6. Now, this in essence is just really to tell us, I'm 633 on the timer. Okay, it's really an expression of how this sacrifice had been so entrenched in us. If when we do these exercises, we can see that correlation, how it intermarries so perfectly in adding to the numerical value of 6, that which we are created on the 6th day with everything that was, of course, there you can see the makeup, our makeup in this word sacrifice. Hence, we are always going around, oh, I have sacrificed so much for him or her, and this is what I get. And we go through that cycle. But this is, in essence, what I really feel that we need to be moving away from, in the sense of feeling that we are doing things for people and it's not valued or reciprocated, because we have a certain sense of sacrifice that no longer serves us. Or let us look at the word sacrifice in a way that really serves us to understanding this is our makeup. What we do, and it's no wonder Christ said, I give of myself, or Christ was giving of himself. And so we ought to understand, no matter what it is that we are doing, we are always being of service to the other. So we are being mindful that when we are acting, behaving, speaking, doing, we have seen the word said as well equals 6. So to be very, very careful of the words we use when we say something, because it carries that vibration of what we are. We send out into the universe. So hence there would be no need for us to be saying, oh, and I've done this for this person and do that for that person, and we get nothing in return. There is nothing that we should be worrying about getting in return, because we are the word, which equals 6. We are the wine, which equals 6. So we just need to learn how to be giving in a new way, that we are replenishing ourselves. And we are also acknowledging from the other that they too have within them the same attributes to be serving us too. Because oftentimes we are not learning to receive, or having that remembering, like Christ said, remember me when you do this. So whatever it is that we are doing, once we are doing it with that consciousness of nurturing, like the wine, it makes us feel good and makes us feel happy and soothing inside. So when we drink wine, we about fun and we laugh and we, oh, not to stagger around, but I'm just saying it seems to have a certain intelligence in us that makes us our inhibitions are no longer, so we say vulnerable, but we can do this consciously in our actions. We do this consciously when we are serving the other and serving ourselves, acknowledging ourselves. Hence, the wine and of course the color red is knowing that we are ready to go the whole 9 miles or 9 yards, whatever it is, that we are always in a rebirth. We are doing that cycle over and over from 1 to 8. We have gone to So from 1 to 8, we do our jazz. This is where in that 2, we have agreements in this section. This is where we have agreements. We shake hands. We are lucky. We feel lucky or not, but we go into our developmental street. And then we find, of course, from developmental street, we are about north, south, east, and west. We get oriented with ourselves, who we truly are, what matters to us and what doesn't. We find ourselves in Christ, the newness of Christ, which is where Mother Eve leads us to, because when we do the revelation, EVE here leads us, where it's the L with the foot, leads us into that new dimension. Mother Eve is there with us. So no matter what we are doing, we are in a state where we can open our third eye. We are not restricted to that. We are always given the opportunity to open our third eye, and then we become a fox. I love it. We become a fox and we acknowledge. This is where sometimes we get a little bit over our heads and we think we are so clever, but not to be overly clever, but acknowledge, oh, we are not as dumb as we thought we were. We are actually able to go for gypsy journey here and have that eye reopened again, ignited, because we are planting new seeds. We are planting new seeds here in this eye because when we get to number 8, of course, we are ready to go to headquarters. This is headquarters zone. We have done gypsy journey in 7, number 7, and then we are in headquarters zone. Headquarters zone, we see that see, we can see. That's what it's saying, literally. And of course, there is 5 here, giving us the signature. This is Mother Eve's signature right here. Right here. And there, of course, is the inland revenue. We are happy to pay our dues in the inland revenue. It's that we are birthing new life. There's that degree of pain or loss or whatever, or offering or donation or whatever it is that we do from when we have gone to headquarters zone, because we understand that there is a cycle to everything. We understand that we do not need the same things that we are on earth to go to heaven with. And then when we get into heaven, we come back down to earth. We come back down to earth. We become grounded. We understand that we are on earth. We understand that we have been in heaven. We understand that we merge. We become whole. We understand the essence of that wholeness. And then we are happy to release or have this new birth. We go through the cycles again. Cycles on top of cycles. Circles on top of circles. Okay, so that's what it is about the wine. So thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found it fun. If you have, click the like button and share. And of course, spill over with love. Namaste.